Radio 1450 WCTC. Call Jersey Central at 732-545-9282. Toll free at 888-545-9282. Watch Jersey Central live online at WCTCAM.com or listen on your smartphone with the iHeartRadio or TuneIn apps. Connect with WCTC on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and YouTube by searching 1450 WCTC. And now back to Jersey's Morning Show. Jersey Central with Bert Barrett.
7:37 back on Jersey Central on the new Talk Radio WCTC. It's a Friday morning. We got a contest coming up a bit later on. I've got a pair of tickets to give away to see Bobby Bandiera on stage at the State Theater a week from tomorrow, March 12th. And also 4 tickets to see the Broadway show Bright Star, written by, of course, Grammy winner Steve Martin and Edie Brickell. The tickets that we have are for the Wednesday night, March 9th performance, 8 o'clock at the Court Theater in New York City. Your chance to win both prizes is coming up. Let's get right to the Raritan Bay Medical Center Jersey Newsmaker Hotline. Our guest this morning is a casting producer for the Fox television series MasterChef, and the casting for Season 8 is going to be in this area next weekend. So let's talk to Ron Mare, who is with us here this morning on WCTC. Hey, Ron, good morning. It's Bert Barron. How are you?
I'm good. How are you, Bert?
I'm doing good, thank you. Casting call coming up next week for MasterChef. For people that might not be familiar with the premise of MasterChef, can you tell us what it's about, Ron?
Sure. MasterChef is a cooking competition show that is for home cooks. So it's not professional chefs. It's people that just really have a deep passion for cooking and are self-taught.
And I guess you see a lot of that with people who are just, magnificent home cooks, like you said, where people say, wow, if you took this or you sold this recipe or you got on television, you would be very successful at this. But it's for people that are just have that knack and that passion for cooking, but in the home.
Yeah, absolutely. You know what I always say, that some people are just kind of like born to cook, and it's those people that just kind of have cooking in their blood,
Yeah. I had an aunt that passed away a few years ago, Ron. She would make toast that would bring a tear to your eye. Something about it was so good.
Yeah.
She was just
Some
amazing
people
at
just
it.
have it.
I don't know what it was.
Some people just have it. I love it. Yeah.
Exactly. But the casting is coming up. It's going to be held in New York City coming up a week from Saturday. What do you look for when you're casting a show like this, Ron? What do people need to know who are serious about getting on this program?
Well, when people come in and audition with us, we tell them to go to MasterChefCasting.com to pre-register. And what you'll do is you'll print out an application from there. And when you come to the audition, you'll bring the application, and what else you need to bring is a prepared dish with you. And then we have professional food judges taste the food and talk to you about the food, and then a casting producer will come around and talk to you a little bit about your personality. The whole day is a lot of fun.
Okay. You're looking for someone, does it just kind of all stem from the recipe and from the dish that they bring, or are you looking for somebody that might bring something special with their personality and add something to the show with just based on how good they are on television?
You know what? I always tell people we are looking for people from all walks of life.
Mm-hmm.
So it's, we love to meet everyone. There's no specific type of person or anything like that we're looking for. As long as you have a passion for cooking, we are looking for you. So you should definitely come out and audition with us.
Very cool. Okay, so you can go to the website there, and I'm going to put a link up on our Facebook fan page in just a moment that will give you all the information. But the casting is going to be happening in New York City coming up on Saturday, March 12th. And if you want to get on MasterChef, the 8th season, the casting is going to be happening then. We'll give you some information coming up on that in just a bit. We're speaking with Ron Mare this morning, who's a casting producer for the show. You've done a lot of work in reality TV over the years, Ron?
Yeah, I've been doing it for a little over 8 years now, so it's been a little bit, yeah.
Okay. What's the draw? It seems like there's still a demand for programming of reality TV, and there's still a demand for that because I think people still have an attraction to see everyday people doing great and funny and interesting things.
Absolutely. You know what? A lot of it is it's really good, and it becomes very relatable to people. So I feel like that's the draw, really. People are still watching to feel like, what, maybe I could do that. And then the next year they come out and they do it.
Yeah. For a typical audition like this, for a typical casting, Ron, how many people come out for this?
In New York, there'll definitely be hundreds. And what's even great in New York is we always have at the beginning of every season, we have like a casting special. And in New York, we always film in the morning. So if people are interested in, even if you don't make it on the show, you could still be part of the filming process. And the whole day is a lot of fun. We give them signs and they march, and it's a lot of fun.
Excellent. What are some of the other cities that you're going to visit for the casting?
We're also going to be in New Orleans. We're going to be in San Diego, Los Angeles, Portland, Oklahoma City, Chicago, Orlando, Dallas. I believe that's it. There might be a couple more.
Okay. Do you get a lot of regional things, like maybe when you're in New Orleans, you get a lot of Cajun, a lot of seafood, a lot of regional sort of favorites that people bring to the auditions?
Yes, we love to see that kind of thing. So, like when we're in different parts of the country, we love to see what the home cooks in that area generally cook the most.
See, New York is pretty interesting because you got so many different things that are happening here and so many different influences. New York, you're probably going to get a wide variety of things, I would guess.
Yeah, New York is usually it's always like a melting pot. You never know what you're going to get when it comes to culinary, but I mean the home cooks in New York are really good, and I don't just say that because that's where I grew up. I
Hmm.
say that because they really are.
Awesome. Very cool. So the casting is coming up again on Saturday, March 12th. And when does the series come back to Fox TV, Ron?
Um, Season 8 will start airing, I believe, early next year.
Next year. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So what was the website again? I'm going to put it up on our Facebook fan page for people to get some details.
So just go to MasterChefCasting.com and pre-register.
Perfect. Okay. I'll put that up on Facebook and let's see how it goes. But all right. Sounds good. Where exactly in New York will it be, Ron? Can you tell us that?
Sure, it's going to be at the DoubleTree Suites in Times Square. It's 1568 Broadway, New York, New York.
Excellent. Okay. I'm going to put that link up and hopefully we'll get a nice turnout from North Jersey that's going to go by and maybe give this show an opportunity.
Sounds great.
Ron, thank you for your time. Have a good weekend. I appreciate your time this morning. All right.
Great. Thanks for having us.
All right. My pleasure. Thank you. All right. Ron Mare, my guest here on Jersey